Welcome to today's video, Luke 1 verse 37 explained. For with God nothing shall be impossible. This verse is a powerful statement about the limitless power of God. It is spoken by the angel Gabriel when he tells Mary that she will conceive and give birth to Jesus, even though she is a virgin. He says this to reassure her that what seems impossible to man is not impossible for God. Throughout the Bible, God's power is demonstrated in ways that go beyond human understanding. He created the heavens and the earth, parted the Red Sea, and raised the dead. This verse is a reminder that no situation is too difficult for God. No matter how hopeless things may seem, He is able to bring about His will. This promise is not just for Mary but for all who believe. When facing trials, doubts, or challenges, it is important to remember that God's power is not limited. What may seem impossible in human terms is completely possible for Him. This includes physical healing, restoration of broken relationships, provision in times of need, and even personal transformation. In the Old Testament, God promised Abraham and Sarah a son in their old age. Sarah laughed at the idea because she thought it was impossible, but God fulfilled His promise. The same God who made an elderly couple parents and a virgin conceive a child is the same God who works in our lives today. This verse also encourages faith. Faith is trusting that God can do what He says, even when there is no evidence from a human perspective. Many times, faith requires believing in things we cannot see or understand. When God calls us to do something, He provides the strength and resources needed to accomplish it. Another example of God's power is seen in the resurrection of Jesus. Death is the ultimate impossibility for mankind, but God raised Jesus from the dead, proving His authority over all things. If God can conquer death, there is truly nothing that He cannot do. This verse also reminds believers to pray with confidence. When bringing requests before God, it is important to remember that He is not limited by human restrictions. He is the creator of the universe, and He hears every prayer. While His answers may not always come in the way or timing expected, they always come according to His perfect will. Trusting in God's power does not mean that everything will always go as desired, but it does mean that nothing is beyond His control. Even in difficult times, He is working all things together for good. There are moments when believers may feel weak, but God's strength is made perfect in weakness. When facing situations that seem impossible, this verse serves as a reminder that God is greater than any problem. Luke 1 verse 37 is an encouragement to rely fully on God. It is a call to trust in His ability, His timing, and His wisdom. When facing situations that seem impossible, whether personal struggles, family difficulties, or spiritual battles, believers can take comfort in knowing that nothing is impossible with God.